Hey there, Grots fans. Welcome back to another exciting battle report brought to you by Gaming Grots. Today we're going to be battling out in the mission battle plan, No Reward Without Risk. In today's objective, there are the 5 objectives in the center with our kind of corner deployments, but with the unique mission parameter, Feedback Overload. When a wizard is slain, before removing that model from play, roll a dice, and on a 4+, that wizard explodes as their magical energies are released uncontrollably. Each unit within a number of inches equal to the wounds characteristic of that wizard suffers D3 mortal wounds, and you roll separately for each unit. So a chance for some wizards, especially some of those larger, higher wound cast wizards, to do some big area explosions. So really cool in this mission. And as I said, we have the 5 objectives in the center, and then surrounding the center objective. We've got our heavy ruins, lots of terrain in the center here to fight over, different alleys to get around these objectives, and then keeping it wide and open around the outskirts for people to move wide and outside around, and maybe fight over these far outside objectives. But lots of terrain to help break things up in the center here. I think it'll be a fun battle as we fight amongst the ruins of this old city that has lost its way. But some of the warriors coming back here today hopefully are able to vanquish and get some honor before they go back home. Let's take a look at those armies. Hey there guys, Patrick here bringing out my gits today with our all Troggoths list. Again, always going with Glog's Megamog because I like a chance to get those double heals out of them. Going with that grand strategy, Slaughter of Sorcery. So hopefully we can get that today and those wizards don't explode too hard on us today. So for leaders today, we're taking the Dankhold Troggoths as always for the general, taking them the command trait Alpha Trogg, which gives them some extra wounds and gives them the monster keyword, and then taking the artifact the Glowy Howset, so he has the ward save that could go away but has a really good chance to stick around, so hopefully he gets to use it for a majority of the game. Backing him up is our second Dankhold Troggoths, as always, taking the Nullstone Adornment, the hand-carved Nullstone icon, and then alongside them, we've got Trugg leading the way, and then we've got, for battle line, we've got, as usual, the 6-man unit of Fellwater Troggoths, a 6-man unit of Rockguts, and then also a 3-man unit of Rockguts. Hopefully able to, with the 6-mans, get them in, use them right away, and if they are able to be removed early on, hopefully we can get them back via the Loon Shrine. And then for our other slot, taking 2 individual units of the Dankhold Troggoths themselves. Liked it last time playing these guys where they were the individual versus the double. Do really like the output when they're a unit of 2, but just for the chance that they could be flee from bravery when one of them runs away is just always a big issue for them, I feel. Today that's mostly fitted into the battle regiments and with the Trogg Herd heavies, so that's going to be 1970 points today. Let's take a look at Jesse's army.
Hey guys, Jesse here, bringing a really fun Sacrosanct Stormcast Eternal list since they are all getting put in the bin for next edition. So I'm going to give them a little final battle for this edition just to have some fun. So for the sub-faction, I've taken Celestial Warbringer so that I can reroll a hit, wound, or save roll once per phase. I mostly did that so that I can use it for my ballistas so I can guarantee to get those through. For my grand strategy, I've taken Spellcasting Savant, so just need to keep my general alive. For leaders, I've got a Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger who has Hoarfrost, a Lord Ordinator who is my general, who's going to be taking the Arcane Tome and the Master of Magic command trait. Also got a Knight Azyros just to give +1 to any of my units fighting. +1 to hit. For battle line, I've taken 3 units of 5 Secretors, and then for artillery, 4 ballistas, and then I've also rounded up the list with some endless spells. So I've taken Gnashing Jaws and Everblaze Comet, and then for the other category, I've taken unit of Evocators just to give a buff to one of my Secretor units or possibly the ballistas, and then I've taken 4 units of 3 Castigators. I have taken Signs of the Storm, so I'm probably going to be kind of deep striking those guys around the table, getting them into really annoying places and trying to play them that way. So I am 1990 points today.
Alright, so here we are after deployment, the troll forces ready to come lumbering forward and get through the ruins at their new meaty targets, or so they think. But the forces of Azyr standing strong, ready to do one last act before they're called back to the warm embrace of Sigmar. Got the ballistas in the far back, lots of secretors up front, and the general in the center here, far ballista, and then witchwarders going into the sky.
So I've got just all my castigators,
All
so
the
4
castigators,
units.
the 4 units of 3 ready to come down and just add some harassment fire where needed. But with that, Jesse had several drops. I was 4 drops today, so we do have control of priority. So we are going to be making Stormcast take the first turn. So we'll get right into Stormcast, turn 1, hero phase. Alright, so turn 1, hero phase for Stormcast. What's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're going for magical dominance. So we're going to be trying to cast just the 1 spell. We've got our Arcane Tome or Lord Ordinator in the back here out of range of denies.
Yep.
Should be pretty easy. He does have Master of Magic, so we'll give him a reroll. But first, let's see if we grab some Primal to help us out. And we get 1. Just the 1. And then for heroic action, I think we're just going to try and get a command point on our Knight Azyros there.
Okay.
Which he does not get.
Try one on Trugg. He gets it.
Okay. And then with that, I'm just going to try and go for my Meteor.
Alright.
Which goes off.
Perfect. Yeah, we are out of range of deny, so that can land wherever.
And I think that's the only thing I need in the hero phase if you need to do anything.
Nope, nothing for us. That will be it then. So just going to place that meteor.
I think we're just going to, well, I guess we should want to make sure it's 36 inch, so basically go anywhere over here. So I think we'll just go like we'll go right in here.
Perfect. Alright, then it hits everybody within.
I think it's within 6.
Hit just about everybody. So we'll measure that out quickly and then see who's going to get hit by the meteor here. Alright, so confirm it is everybody within 10 inches. So my entire army is going to get hit by the meteor here. So we're just going to work our way down the line. And it's just a flat 1 is 1 mortal wound,
yep.
2 to 5 is D3, and 6 is D6.
Yeah.
So we're going to start on our Troggoth over here.
So he gets just D3 for 1.
For 1. And on the boss,
Gets
taking D3.
D3 for 2.
2. So he does have his
4 up.
4 up, which he fails both. So it would be the end of phase. I'll see right now if he's going to lose his howitz. He does. So he loses his ward save right away at the start of the game here. And he will take both of those wounds into the unit of rock guts.
Ooh, D6 for 3.
Thankfully they have a ward. They'll stop 2 of that and take 1. Alright, and second Troggoth, he just takes 1. Regular Troggoth. Ooh, D6 for him.
Again for 1.
Just 1. And then Fellwaters.
6.
Taking D6.
For 3.
And then Trugg takes D3 for 3. And then the last unit of Rocket.
Taking D6 again for 3.
For 3.
That's a lot of 3s, but I'll take it.
Good chunk of damage across everybody there.
Yeah,
Alright, so make sure you get all those wound dice on these guys, and then we'll get into Stormcast, turn 1, movement phase. Alright, so after the movement phase, we have first unit of castigators coming down on the far side, 1 unit in the center here, tagging the center objective, and then most of the other units just kind of staying put, ready for the Troggs to come forward. So we're going to get right into some shooting and start with the first unit of castigators, I'm assuming into Trogg.
Into there, so we're just going to do, so I have to pick what effect they get. They're just going to go for +1 rend.
Cool.
So we get 3 shots. Oops, 3 shots. And then 2 shots. And then Sergeant also gets an extra 1. And we're for 3s and 3s. Not too bad so far. 3s. We're alone there.
Okay. 7.
-2 though.
Ooh. We'll be on 6s. So he's going to take 7.
1 damage each.
Okay. So he is almost dead.
Castigators came up to play today.
All
They're not ready to go back.
So second unit, where are they going to be shooting?
I think we're just, I don't think we can actually, we could shoot him I think, but we'd be probably giving you cover. I think we'll just go into the big unit there.
Rock guts up front, sure thing.
So, again, they'll just do the rend. So not as good.
Just 5 shot plus the sergeant.
Sergeant. 3s and 3s.
3.
Ren 2.
6s. And then ward save. Oh, so it'll take 2 damage. Almost got 1 in there.
Alrighty, so let's go down to this ballista.
I think he had rock guts or the general.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go into rock guts.
Got it.
We're gonna use the single shot, obviously. Just double check here.
Yeah, hitting on 3s.
Yep, so hitting on 3s, but because we're within 12 of the Lord Ordinator, it'll be 2s. So 2s and 2s.
Hits.
Wounds. -3.
So straight through.
D6.
Oh, sorry, we're
Oh.
+1 from the light, so we would have 6s. Forgot about the light.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, perfect.
Just 1 damage.
Okay, and then so 5 up. So just the 1 kills off the wounded one.
Okay. And then
Forget about that moon.
this one is.
Yeah, sorry if I didn't specify, guys. The moon is starting in my corner here, so everybody is under the light of the bad moon. Remember that for these high rends.
And I think we're gonna let's do 1 into Trugg. See how that goes. So 2s and 2s.
Give him all-out defense with his for ECP.
Okay. -3 on that one.
So he is +2, so rate -1, so 5 up for him. And he's
Blocks
good.
it. Alright, I think we'll call that a day at shooting at him, because that's not very fun. So we'll do the last 2 there, just into the rock guts there.
Into the center as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot them both at the same time. Both hit. Both wound.
Both
-3.
So 6s because of the moon. Nope.
There we go.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Ward save. Stops 2, so 7, so gets 1, almost 2 more.
Nice.
Beauty. Oh, that's 3 damage there.
It did a little bit of damage. Meteor did quite a bit. It got some really good shooting off. Get my 5 points, which is kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah, you score 1, score 2, score more, and then battle tactic nice and easy. So that's going to be it for Stormcast turn 1. We're going to auto pass Bravery on the rock cuts because we don't want those guys going anywhere. So with that, we'll get into Gloomspite turn 1 hero phase. Alright, so turn 1 hero phase for Gloomspite. Quickly did off camera, did our heals for everybody. Got like just the 1 wound back on my general, a couple wounds back, and got a good chunk of D3 wounds back from the D3s on the Fellwaters and the Rock Guts. Trugg healing back full, regular other bosses back full, healing the 1 wound, and the other bosses, or regular Troggoth as well, or Dankhold, sorry. So with that, we don't need any primals because I don't have any casters here. But we are going to try to see what we get for Trugg's effects. So we got
The ward.
6s. Yeah, so it's either a ward or hurt himself. So we are going to take the ward. So he has a 5-up ward now. Yeah, and then for heroic action, we don't need to because Jesse, I think himself, is going to be unbinding that. So see, you're going to try and dispel that yourself.
Yeah, so I'll try and go for a command point on my Lord Arcanum first, get that, and then I'll try to deny it with him as well.
Got it.
So he does.
Perfect. And then, yeah, we're just going to go for an extra CP on Trugg for our heroic action, and he gets it again. So with that, we're going to get into Gloomspite, turn 1 movement phase. Oh, sorry, and real quick, I guess I forgot to mention, guys, sorry, my battle tactic for the first turn is going to be stab him in the dark. So killing something not within the light of the bad moon, so hoping to get one of these units of castigators. Alright, so end of the move phase, the Dankhold moving over here, staying out of 9 to make sure the castigators over here can't redeploy. Realizing with stabbing them in the dark, I had to choose a unit, so we were electing the castigators in the front here. The easiest one for us to charge into this turn, because of these ones here was going to be definitely a longer charge. General advance, got a nice 6 advance, so he's run over and just getting ready possibly for the double turn. The rock guts moving up to secure the battle tactic and our center objective, and everybody else on the far side running forward, auto-advancing Trugg, and then got lots of 5s and 6s for people's advances to help keep them up and keep pace behind Trugg. So hopefully if we get that double turn, we can maximize on that little bit of movement getting forward. But with that, we're going to go into the shooting phase, and we got our 4 rocks we're going to throw into some castigators right here. See if we can do some mortal wounds into them. So that's just going to be 3 mortal wounds.
So kill 1.5.
Perfect. All right, and with that, then we're going to get into the charge phase and see where our rock guts can go.
It'll actually only do... So it will... He'll come back with 1 wound because of that guy. I think.
Right, because it's two wounds kills 1.
Yeah, and then he basically heals 1. So he would just die
and then be good. Yep.
There we go.
It's just the free res. Perfect. And then charge for the rock guts going 8. They're definitely going to make it in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to see if the Dankhold as well can make his 9-inch charge here, or a little bit less might make him into the castigators here. So he's going for 7. It's not going to make it. We're going to use a reroll from general to him because he can't issue commands to himself. And he's going 11, so he will make that charge. So we will move him.
I will unleash hell.
Absolutely. So they get the D3 shots.
Nice.
Not too bad. So 6 plus 1 from the Sarge.
Yeah.
But minus.
So it'll be 4s, and then we are going to do the rend, obviously.
Yep. Oh, the minus didn't matter.
The 3s, nice. 4 at -2.
Perfect. So going to 6s. So we will stop 2 of those and take 2 more damage. Perfect. And then for moving these guys, and then we'll see where everybody ends up for the combat phase. Alright, so seeing where the Dankholds ended and the rock guts surrounding to make sure we get our battle tactic there easily as long as they finish off that unit. So we are going to start with our Dankhold Troggoth on the far side here.
What's the rend on his?
He is rend 2.
I think I will use all defense because if I can live, I'd be pretty happy, but I doubt I will.
Yep, and so he's going to get the Shepherd of Destruction command from our general, so he gets the +1 all-out attack with an extra attack. So he's going to have 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, and he wounds on 2s. So that's 5 hits. And 3 wounds at rend 2.
Looking for 5s then.
So 2 through, but these are D3 plus 3. So that is 8 damage.
So it'll still be enough.
Yeah.
Damn it. So the guy in the front, see if he does any mortals.
He does not.
Oh wait, I guess if I reroll one of those saves and do a success, I could, but I guess I'll just save it for over there.
Yeah.
Because that is a battle tactic.
Yeah, you could stop these guys here, but get your chance to punch them with the gun butts.
Yep, we'll just, I think they get 2 attacks, but I'll double check.
It's like, yeah, if you do have 4 attacks, there is a chance to kill 1.
Could keep them alive. So they got 2 attacks each.
Hitting on 4s.
4s and 3s. So 1.
Just 1.
Nothing.
Alright, let's see if we can get our battle tactic here with the 4 rock guts. So hitting and wounding on 3s. I am, just because of battle tactics, I'm going to use one of our triumphs because we are 1970 to 1990.
Yep.
And our extra choice was to take a second triumph today. So we do have 2 of our +1 to wound. So we use one here to help make sure we get it. So hitting on 3s. Good, 6 hits, and then wounding on 2s for 5 at rend 2.
6s. So I'm not even going to use my save
Yeah,
there.
they're 3 damage each.
So I'll just roll with 4 dice here, see if I can do some damage on my way out. Nope.
So no mortal wounds as they're back. Called back for the last time. So that will get us our battle tactic here, and then we have secured the center objective as well and finished off the castigators on the far side here. So we will get our score 1, score 2, score more. And with our battle tactic, we'll get 5 points to match Jesse's first turn. But with that, we're going to go into that ever important priority roll.
1.
6. So I think we are going to go into Gloomspite turn 2 hero phase. Alright guys, so turn 2 hero phase for Gloomspite. I've already done the heal, so just everybody that was on 1 wound is healed back, and then the heal for the Dankhold, he got another 3 back, and then I rolled off camera at the end of last turn his heal from fighting, he got another wound there, so he's only got the 3 wounds on him now. But with that, we're going to see, before battle tactic, we've got to see if the moon does move. So the moon has moved, so it is in the center, so everybody's under the light of the bad moon, so we will do the battle tactic now, follow the moon. Since everybody's under the light, so we get that battle tactic right away. And then we'll see for Primal, because this could help for Jesse's turn.
Get the 1.
So we have the 1, and would help us, because we will have actual denials now that the Trogg boss is going to be in denial range.
I'm going to do a command point on my Lord Azyros.
Got it?
Yep.
Perfect. I'm going to give a command point to Trugg again. Oh, doesn't get it this time. I think we're just going to leave his effect. He's fine just keeping the ward for now. Yeah, and then so that's going to be it for the hero phase. So we'll get into Gloomspite turn 2 movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, running my Dankhold back because we know the Castigators are going to be coming back to just snipe out our objectives and don't want to have the bubble of them near our shrines in case we need to get a unit back that dies. The general moving forward, ready to charge into the Secretors with the Rock Guts here, supporting, advancing my other Trogg boss, just so again in the following turns, Randall, he could charge in, but now also be in support range to help out with some commands. Keeping the far unit of Rock Guts back, again, to just help keep pressure on the objectives so the Castigators can't just pop on and take the objective outright from us. Because unfortunately with the Dankhold, they only count as 2, so the unit of 3 Castigators will be able to just land within range of the objective and take them from us easily, so that's why we're trying to put some pressure on those objectives. And then the Fellwater, Trugg, and the other Dankhold just moving around and tried to get Trugg as best we could around the speed block of the Secretors, but Jesse got an awesome 5-inch redeploy and became the new perfect roadblock to stop Trugg from getting at the ballistas there. But hopefully with some vomits we might be able to create a little bit of a hole if one of them can make a really big charge roll. So with that, we're going to start with some rocks from the Rock Guts. Are just going to go into the unit of Secretors here right in front of them.
Okay.
So just the 4 rocks, and that's going to be 3 mortal wounds.
Okay. So I'm not going to use my ability here.
For one of them to just come back with the 1 wound, just let it happen. I think he's saving it for the vomits.
Yeah.
And then so doing our vomits from the Fellwaters.
Alrighty.
That's going to be just 5 of them are in range.
Yep.
So hitting on 2s. That's 4 hits and wounding on 3s. Ooh, just the 1.
Okay.
So it is Ren 2.
Yep,
This one
goes
goes
through.
through for D3. So 3 damage.
So it'll kill one and then I'll just bring him back.
With 1 wound, but it would then just kill him.
Yep. Oh yeah,
So
right. 3.
So it will just be the 1 dying though. But they do have the effect of the noxious vomit, so their save is worsened by 1 and they cannot improve their save. So they can't get all out defense or anything. And I guess that's one of their like fighting bonuses, right? Or that's
they get a
reroll.
ward save actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So they
should
definitely can use that. So that's going to be it for shooting. Going into the charge phase, we're going to start with my general over here. See if he can make it in, no problem. So he's going 7, and he's going to make it just so he's kind of within range of both. With a pile in. He is monsters, so we will get to do a monstrous action with him at the end of the charge phase here. And the Rock Guts are going 11. Ooh, so we might have to see where we can end up with these guys. Alright, so seeing where the Rock Guts had a nice hole to fit between the Secretors, and we opted to go for the Ballista, and Jesse used his Unleash Hell, and was able to get 3 damage in on the Rock Guts, didn't make our ward saves at all. But going back to charging, I'm going to go with the Fellwaters, or I guess Trugg is going to go next. So he has the room if he can get a big, huge roll. He's going Snake Eyes, so he's going to use our reroll, and he's going to go 7, so he's just going to smash pretty much right into the Secretors there.
Up here is good, or do you want the other side?
I guess just a little more down, make some room for our Fellwaters, who hopefully can join him or tag into something else. So for them, they are going 12, so absolutely going to see where they end up. Alright, so the Fellwater's getting a nice spicy 12-inch charge. We're able to get at another ballista, but we are going to engage the evocators, but staying away from the character in front of them. And lastly, see if the Danko can make a big charge. He needs an 11. He is not going to make it because we've already used our reroll. But those are some pretty good charge rolls for us, getting 2 of those big ones and tagging some targets I didn't think we were going to be getting at. So going for some monstrous actions, we are going to try and roar. Don't want to roar these guys. Yeah, I'll roar Secretors here.
Okay.
So they're roared, and then Trugg is just going to stomp, which he does not.
Okay. So at the start of the combat phase, I also need to choose a unit for him to light up.
Okay.
Just going to light up those guys, so they're +1 to be hit.
Uh-oh. Don't like that. Yeah, so with that, we're going to swing first with... I think we're going to go with the Fellwaters, because just to help mitigate some targets there. Or does Trugg want to go to make room? Yeah, you know what? I think, we're going to go with Trugg to finish those guys off, and then that'll make some more room for the Fellwaters to be able to pile in potentially. Because not all the evocators are going to be able to swing in there, just the 2 probably in the ballista, which is not going to kill too many Fellwaters, hopefully. So yeah, let's get Trugg, pile him in, and start with him. Alright, so Trugg going into the Secretors, starting with his club first. He's going to be hitting on 3s here with the Iron Shell. So that's going to be 4 hits, and wounding on 3s for 2 wounds at Ran 2.
So I believe I don't get a save because I'm -3 right now, right?
Yes.
So yeah, no save. Got 4 up.
So that's just going through for the 3 for D6. So that is 12 damage.
Okay. Do you have 5 up ward?
And then I'll do the 2 antlers thing quickly. So
sure.
2s and 2s, 2 hits, 2 wounds. Again, would then be -3 with the from the vomit. So these are D3 plus 3. So that is 6, 10 more damage there. So 22 total.
So here's the first volley here. Let's see if it matters. So I only saved 2, so that'll be enough. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Perfect. So we'll get them, but they're all able to possibly give them some mortals on their way out the door.
Do you know if I can do it to any unit within 3? Is it?
I guess we'll double check that if it's with the one any unit or if it's the unit that slayed them there real quick. Alright, so yeah, so it can go into any enemy unit within 1 inch. So Jesse's often try and put this into the Fellwaters.
Do 3 mortals.
Nice, so that will definitely do the 3 damage because they don't have the ward save. And then Trugg would heal, but he is full health, so he is fine. So it's going to be Jesse's choice for combat next.
I think I'm definitely going to go with the evocators.
Alright, so we'll pile those guys in and see how much damage they can do. Alright, so after piling in, going to be getting 3 of the Secretors swinging into the Fellwaters, and we're going to be giving them all-out defense from Trugg into them, so they have that command.
So 2s and 3s because of the Knight Azyros.
Yes, giving them the light.
3s. 6 at -1.
We are +2 because also the light of the bad moon, so going to 3s. So it'll just be the 1, but 1 and just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
Yep,
yeah.
so kills, that's the last wound to kill the wounded one at least.
And now we just do our explodies.
Perfect. For
so 2 dice on each model, and it's just 4 ups.
That's just 4 mortals, so I'll just kill a second.
I'll take that.
Absolutely. So we'll remove those guys, but then since they have swung, we're not too worried about the ballista killing another Fellwater, so we are going to pile in with the rock guts and swing with those guys over here. Alright, so after piling in slightly with the rock guts, we're going to have 2 going into the ballista and 2 into the far unit of Secretors here, and they're going to get the Shepherd of Destruction from our general, so +1 to hit and getting the extra attack. And I think we're also, just so we can use it, we're going to... Do I want to use my last triumph here? Yeah, let's use it.
Try and finish them off.
Get the 2s and 2s from these.
We'll use all the defense for that ballista.
Yes, on the ballista there. Perfect. So going into ballista first. So on 2s. And wounding on 2s.
Nice.
So that is 5 at Ren 2.
Looking for 5s.
Oh,
ooh,
stops
baby.
4 of them. So just 3 damage getting in. Oh.
Stays alive.
And then into Secators. That is all hit. And all wound. Ooh, good thing we used it.
6 there.
6 at Ren 2.
So 6s. And
So
how much damage per?
18 damage total.
Okay.
They are 3 damage a pop.
Okay, so here's 6. Just gonna roll 10 here to see if it really matters. Yes, I only save.
We saved 4, so that'd only be 3 dead so far.
Yeah, but then there's another 8, so let's do that quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's into
okay.
these guys here. Far side. Yeah, because it's only the unit of 4 left.
And then I'll do another 8 there for you. See if he can live. Yeah, no. He did pretty good.
Pretty good for the last guy. And then just the 1 will be able to see if he can do some mortals to the rock guts. But I think we would do my heal first because I can choose. So it is just the 1, but still a chance.
Just 1?
Just the 1.
So it's like you did nothing.
Oh, ward to that. Yep, so it stays just how it is. Alright, so that's it for rock guts. So we have still the Secators and the 2 ballistas for Jesse.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So they don't have any wounds on them right now, right? I think they're. So
yeah, just you killed 2 of them outright. Yeah, yeah. If you do 1 wound here, you can kill a rock gut, but the general still has to swing into these guys. But he does have he has 14 wounds, so I don't know if they're getting him outright.
I think we'll go there and then
Pile in those guys and see where they're swinging. All right, so after piling in, so 3 are going into the rock guts, and then 2 are going into the general, which are the 2 big great mauls there.
Yep, and then so I'm gonna since they're striking before they're getting hit, we're gonna power their weapons up. So any 6s exploding.
Perfect.
So here are the great weapons. So no explosion, but 2 hits for 2 wounds, -1.
So 5 ups for general.
2 damage each.
So he'll take 2.
And then just the regular mace into him. 2 hits, no wounds. And then the 2 into
the rock guts.
The rock guts.
Yeah, sorry, I messed that up. Jesse's doing the 2, and then 1 shield and mace into the general there as well. My apologies.
So all hit.
Yeah, all hits into the rock guts.
And
3 wounds.
3 wounds, minus nothing, or -1 actually.
Okay, so they're 5 ups. And
1 damage.
5 up ward. Oh, gets 1 more. Kills the wounded one.
Yay.
Perfect. Alright, so with that, we're going to go pile in the Fellwaters and see how much damage they can do. Alright, so after piling in the Fellwaters, we're going to do, again, 2 into the Ballista and 2 into the Evocators here. So into the Ballista first, we're hitting on 3s. Ooh, 5 hits. Wounded on 3s for 3 wounds at Ren 1.
Okay, so 5s. Yep.
So it'll do 6 damage.
Yep.
And then the other unit into the Evocators on 3s. Or sorry, just the other 2 into the Evocators. And that'll be 6 at Ren 1.
Okay, so going to 5s.
So 4 through for 8 damage.
So I'm just going to take the close ones here to explode on you.
Yep.
So they are 3 wounds each. So 2 and 1. So let's do 6 explosions into you. Nothing.
No mortals there. That's okay. And then time for some ballistas to punch back here. So I think we're going either one. We have the rock gut or into the Fellwaters here.
So we'll just do the one that's over here real quick.
Sure, into the Fellwaters.
So they've got 4 attacks. And they have a rend.
Perfect.
So 3s, rend 1.
I mean, they are Stormcast.
That's 2, rend 1.
So the still plus at 3 ups, so they're good. And then time for Mr. General to take a swing and do some Secretors. Alright, so with the General, going to try and finish these guys off with his Mighty Club. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounded on 3s. That's going to be 3 at Ren 2, I believe. It should be just like our big guy.
All going through no matter, even if you have Ren 1.
Yep, Ren 2. So all 3 through.
Yep.
So that is D6. Going to get a big swing.
That's big.
11 damage.
So that'll do it.
And wipe them out, but then...
So I'll do the 3 into there,
him,
2
into
there.
The rockets, okay.
3 into the General for 2.
2 mortals. And I will this time let yours trigger first.
Okay, and then there. Nope.
Nothing into that. And then so end for his heal, he gets 2 back. After fighting there. And then just the last ballista here, trying to get some damage into a rocket. 2 hits.
2 hits. 2 wounds, -1.
5s. And the reward takes another damage. Alright. That's going to be it for combat. A very bloody turn 2 combat phase here. But we do have some morale for Gloomspite here. I did lose 1 from the Rock Guts, and we're out of CP. So seeing if they're fleeing, so they're okay. And we lost 2 Fellwaters, so see if we can... Oh, somebody is definitely fleeing from Fellwater Town. Pretty sure that, I hope their bravery is 5 like the Rock Gut, but I think it also might be 4. Because they're bad. Nope, bravery 5s, but we did lose 2 and we rolled a 6, so 3 out of the 4 Fellwaters are going to be fleeing from combat.
And then my evocators. Oof.
They lost 2.
So they're probably good. They're bravery 8.
So yeah, they're just A-okay. But yeah, we're going to lose 3 Fellwaters to bravery there. I think we'll leave the 1 ballista locked.
Yeah,
probably
that
free
makes
up
sense.
the evocators.
Because then you can't. They have to shoot him.
Oh, I think actually the one in the middle here, he'll probably keep both. Yep. So we'll do it that way just to keep both things locked up there. Yeah, because within 3. But then with that, that's going to be it for Gloomspite turn 2. We do have our battle tactic, and we are securing now 4 of the objectives because we have taken the far side here as well. So that'll be another 5 points for Gloomspite as we get into Stormcast turn 2 hero phase. Alright, so start of the hero phase, we did our regeneration, just getting another wound back on each of our wounded Truggs and that 1 wound off the Rock Guts. And then what's your battle tactic going to be, Jesse?
So we're doing Magical Mayhem. Going to be trying, I think we're going to be going for her. Trying to kill it with, we got the Jaws, so hopefully if we can get that out.
Absolutely.
Do a bunch of damage. I'm going to see if we get a Primal. So I've got 2. That means you have 2 as well.
Yep, just the 2.
Okay, for heroic action, I think we're just going to do Finest Hour on Knight Azyros.
Okay, I think we are going to go... whichever one I put it on, you'll go to the other. But I think I will go on this Trugg boss here, because at least Trugg has the ward save to help him out if he gets to be the target.
Okay. We're going to try to cast... Yeah, I think we'll go for the meteor first.
Okay.
So it gets it on a 6. We'll let it go off.
So it does go off on a 6?
It does go off on a 6, yeah.
Do I be greedy? Yeah, so we will try to null. So we stop that so we can unbind again.
Yep. Well, I'm going to go for the Jaws.
There it is.
On my Lord Arcanum. He's got to go for it.
Gotta risk it.
So
Jesse never rolls the primal when there's a 1.
Okay, there's 1. I'll throw the other there.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
So it's 16 total. So we gotta beat 16. So I guess I will just roll all 4 dice because see what we get. We got 15.
Woo!
So the Jaws goes off. So
Close.
there is a chance.
So I think it's within 8, right?
Yeah, so I'll have Jesse set that up, and then that is it for the hero phase, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just get it set up and then just roll its movement for you guys, because it is for a battle tactic. Jesse's hoping this kills the Fellwater.
But so does it actually hurt my own guys though? So,
no, I think it's just you pick the one
I control
unit
it, right?
that it goes over there. So we'll double check that and see. We'll let Jesse roll to see where it moves for you guys, and then we'll see where we can position it here.
Oh, it's not
So
great.
it's going 6, so it won't even hurt him because it's over the difference between the movement, but we'll see where it flies and what it can actually do here. Alright, so have no fear as we double checked. So wouldn't be doing too much damage here, but Jesse gets to re-roll the move distance. The same turn it is summoned for the jaws, so hopefully he can do better than a 6. So it is an 8, so we'll do at least possibly do 2 mortal wounds.
Not enough to get the battle tactic though.
No, unfortunately.
But we'll just put it there, and then on a 2+.
Can do 2 mortal wounds.
It
It does into the Fellwater. And then, so that's going to be it for the end of the hero phase there. We'll get into Stormcast, turn 2 movement phase. Alright, so end of the turn 2 movement phase for Stormcast. The last 2 units of castigators coming down from the sky, ready to snipe out the Dankhold and secure the back objective. And then the heroes in general moving forward. Or sorry, your general's your Lord Ordinator, right? Yeah, sorry. General staying back there supporting the ballistas, and the other support characters moving up to help try and save the ballista on the far side, and then everybody else staying locked in, and the jaws where you guys saw it moved to be a nice speed block for Trugg there. So with that, we're going to get into some shooting, and both the units of castigators are going to fire at the same time.
Yep.
So Jesse wants to make sure he brings this Dankhold down.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
it's looking grim. So 3.
4, so 10 shots because of the 2 extra from each sergeant.
Just 1 extra die there, sorry guys. Because I got 2 sergeants.
Yeah, just firing both same time.
And I am using the rend.
Yeah, so they're Ren 2.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to all-out defense.
So, and the 3s.
So
5 minus 2.
So +2, so staying at 4s because a little light. So it takes 2 damage.
Okay. We're going to go to this ballista here, just point blank into those guys.
Okay, so you're going to do heavy or rapid fire?
I think we're just going to do the rapid fire.
Okay. Hope for a bunch of shots. 8 shots, pretty good.
So 3s and 3s.
Yep, because there is in range for the +1 from Lord Ordinator, so all hitting, very nice. And just 1 miss. Woo!
But that'll be only rend 2 on that one.
Okay, so they are the +1, so -1, so 5s.
Nice.
Ooh, and then 5 upward, because 1 damage. So taking 4, that'll kill a rock gut. Ugh.
Okay, and then ballista over there that's stuck in combat, we're going to just fire at her as well.
Yep, into point blank, into the Fellwater.
Oops, 2d6, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not that many.
So 10 shots. I think that Fellwater is toast.
Still survive the battle tactic though, which is good for you.
Yeah.
So 3s. 3s.
4.
Rend 2.
So 5s. 2 wounds, just get in the Fellwater.
So then we've got 2 more ballistas here. I think we want to go... So we might want to try and help out our Sequitors down there. I think we're out of range though.
Oh, you are out of range
Okay.
there.
So let's do all these 2. They're just going to try and help out.
The rock guts.
Yeah.
Finish off those rock guts and save the ballista.
So we're just going to do the 2 single shots here.
Okay. So 1, 2
2 hits. 3s. -3.
So 6s. No. For 9 damage.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Good shots. 5 upward.
Ooh, that's a good one though.
So we only take 3 damage
Not
and
bad.
doesn't end up killing one of them. Alright.
I think that's all my shooting.
Alright, so with that, time for some charges. Who's going to be leading the charge?
I think we're going to go with the Knight Azyros first.
Okay.
So
He's going 8, and he's definitely in.
We're just going to put him like over here. And I think we're honestly going to keep our Lord Arcanum out and just hope that he can do it.
Okay, so just staying with the Knight Azyros then.
Yep.
And Ballista taking on the 2 Troggoths. You got it.
And then, so we only have him fighting. So we're going to use all the attack for him.
Okay.
And he also has Finest Hour, but I don't think it really matters.
Well, Will for the
So,
+1 to
yeah,
wound.
look for
so,
2s.
and then
twos.
wounded on 2s.
So these are, I think they're -1.
Okay. Probably rend 1, 2 damage.
Yep, rend 1, 2 damage.
Alright, so back to 4s. They're good.
Alright.
Alright, so then we're going to go with the Troggoths. And they're both going to just swing at that Ballista and hope they can finish it. So hitting on 3s. Wounded on 3s. So that is 3 at rend 2.
6s.
So that is 9 damage, and that will clonk the Ballista.
You will explode for 9 now.
Absolutely.
No.
Nothing from it.
We almost saved him, kinda.
But we are out of CP, and we did lose 1 more rocket, so there's a chance for them to flee. They're okay.
Okay.
So that is going to be it for Stormcast turn 2. Jesse is just barely holding our 1 objective. Trugg is just out of reach of the far objective, so Jesse's holding the back objective and has 2 bodies, or the 3 bodies just here tagging this back objective, so he will get score 1, score 2, but not more, and did not achieve his battle tactic, so that'll be 2 points for Stormcast as we roll for that important priority.
6.
And I win tie, so we will go into Gloomspite, turn 3, hero phase. Alright guys, so turn 3 for Gloomspite. Already did our heals for a bunch of our guys, got a bunch back. General's back, got another 3 back on the Dankhold here, and just the 1 on the Troggoths. But first we're going to see if the moon is going to move on us. It does, so it is now in the far corner here. And with that, battle tactic is still going to be just intimidate, so just making sure we have more units outside of our deployment, which shouldn't be a problem because we're still just kind of moving forward with mostly everybody. And then for heroic action, well, first we'll see if we make any primal. So we don't have any, but heroic action we're going to do willpower to try and dispel the jaws there. So we don't, because I think we have to beat it, but I'll double check just to see if it's out of the way for us. But I think it's going to be staying. Sorry, that was a 3 there for 6. And yeah, so just clarifying for you guys, yes, the roll has to be greater than. Just want to make sure, because definitely makes a difference for Trugg, because now he has to pretty much kind of go around the endless spell instead of just being able to take a small step forward and charge right in.
I'm also sorry. So trying to get a command point on him for my heroic.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to use it to rally them just before we kind of move on here. Nope.
Alright, so didn't get any of the Secators back, or sorry, Evocators. Yep, so that's going to be it for the hero phase. So I guess see where
the jaws
get to go.
Ooh,
so they're going 13. So I guess, sorry, it is probably going to be out of my way, but you definitely can do, that's 7 mortal wounds to any unit.
So many choices. So I guess I still have to stay with it. So we're just going to hit Trugg, I think.
Yeah, if you just want it to be like a...
So we're just going to like bloop, and then kind of like go right there.
Yeah, because it just said you flew over him, so just do the 7...
2 up though.
Yeah, on the 2 up.
Hey.
So it goes off. But he does have the word still. So he stops 2, so he will take 5.
Awesome.
And with that, we will get into Gloomspite, turn 3, movement phase. Alright, so end of the movement phase, the general and other Trogg boss moving up, ready to charge in. Trugg moving around, and also making room for the Dankhold, because he's able to more easily fit past the endless spell and get at the ballistas. There's not enough room for Trugg to fit there, as the evocators are speed blocking him there as well. Advancing the Troggoths over to help, and then following turns with the Secators if the Dankhold can't deal with them here as he moves closer to his target. With that, we're going to go to our shooting. We just have 2 rocks going point blank into the knight for 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And with that, we will go right into the charge phase. So we'll see if Mr. Dankhold can make it. So he's going 3. He is just going to make it into the first unit here, so he can't even get between them.
Betwixt.
So we're just there. The far unit advanced, and then we're going to try with our far Dankhold here, because he's a kind of important one. We want to make sure he gets some decent distance. So he's going 10, and he's probably definitely going to go where we want him here. All right, so Dankhold making it in, able to tie up 2 ballistas, and Jesse opted, we quickly rolled off camera, he did Unleash Hell. He hit with the heavy shot, but moving into the light of the bad moon, I had a 6-up save and was able to make up that 6-up save stop. And next we're going to see if Trugg can just go, fine with him just going into the evocators, but maybe you can go farther. So he's going 3, which is just into the evocators. So he'll smack right there. And then we're going to go with the general and see where he can go. So he's going 6, and he's going to go right in between these 2. And then our last Trogg boss is going to charge, and he's going to go 8, and he's going to wrap around here. So if the character is finished off, he can pile in to a ballista. All right, and then so with that, with our monstrous actions, start my general is just going to stomp into the Knight Azyros here, hits, and does 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then Trugg is just going to roar, which does not go off. All right, then I think we're going to pile in and see where we can start this combat off. All right, so we've opted, we're going to start with the Rock Guts to try and finish off the Knight Azyros, and then we can just cascade our targets towards the back there. Hopefully, if it goes well. So with the 4 Rock Cuts, can see if we can finish him off. Or sorry, 2 Rock Cuts, 4 attacks. 2 hits. And 1 wound.
Minus.
Ren 2.
6. No.
3 damage.
So that'll do it.
That will just get him.
Does he explode? I'm going to just explode right onto them.
Yep.
No.
No mortals there. And then C for their heal. And they'll get their 2 wounds back from their fight. And that will be Jesse's choice to punch back.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to go with him into your
the general.
Just pull up his profile here quick. So go with his beak and claws first. So 3s and 3s minus 2. For 1 at minus 2.
Okay, it's going to, because we are in the light here with the general, so 5 up. That's good.
And then the staff attacks, 3s and 3s.
So
3 at -1.
So still at 4s.
2 damage each though.
So that'll be 6 damage.
Cool, not bad.
Decent little punch for him, but thankfully he doesn't degrade. So with that, since he is punched, okay to leave those guys more towards the end. I think we will just go with Trugg, then just stop those Secretors from getting that nice mortal wound attack off there. So going with his Iron Shell Club.
All hit.
All hit. And just the one. I'm pretty sure it wounds on 3, so just the one at Ren 2.
Will be 6s. I think. I'll let you check.
Should be 2s. I know the other one's on 2s, but yeah, no, it is on 3. So yeah, it's just the one at Ren 2.
So 6.
Nope. Goes through for D6. 2 damage.
Okay, finishes one off.
And then his 2 antlers on 2s. 2s, 2 at Ren 2.
Stop 1.
D3 plus 3 for 5 damage.
Okay, so it'll leave 1 with 1 wound left.
Got it.
And I'll just do some. So just the 1 explode on you there.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
And then I'll just go with ballista. So ballista into little man there. All hits.
Okay.
2 or 3 wounds minus 1.
Okay. 5s.
Cool. Just 1 damage each.
Would have been 4s, but still all going through. So it takes the 3 so far.
His go. Or I guess you got the guy over there too.
Yeah, we still have into Secretors here. I guess, yeah, he's going to pile in, and he's going to put 2 into each of them.
Okay.
So first unit farthest away. So on 3s, 1 hits. And wounds at round 2.
6. Oh, there. Yep.
D3 plus 3, so that's 4 damage.
It kills 1 or 2 actually.
2.
Yeah.
I guess take the front 2 so
Yeah.
it can
See if
mortals.
they explode. No.
Nothing into them.
And then the other 2.
Other 2 swings into the other. Both hit. And both wound for round 2.
6s. Nope.
So that is 6 plus 4, so 10 damage.
Yep, just the 2. Yep.
Okay, and then we'll wipe that unit.
And then I'll just swing with Ballista downtown.
Got it. 3 hits. 3 wounds.
-1.
So staying at 4s. Takes
Ballistas
another
are doing
2
work
more.
on him.
Yep, it's half-life.
And then you just get to...
Yeah, I guess I will go with him because I'm the Secretary. I mean, it could kill him. But we are going to give the destruction to him, Shepherd of Destruction. So he's going to put 3 attacks into the unwounded Ballista, and because the other one has 6 on it.
Okay. I'll
So
use
3
all of
and
the
2.
defense on the uninjured one.
Okay. So into the uninjured one first. So on 2s and 2s again. So 3 at round 2.
So 5s. Hey,
wow.
The Ballista says no.
And into the other Ballista, both hit. Oof. No wounds.
I'll take
Wow.
that.
He hits nothing into the ballistas.
And then just Sequitur downtown over there.
Okay.
1 hit. No wound.
Doesn't wound. Okay, so that is. Make sure.
Oh, and then I do have my...
Yeah, so then we'll go
Oh,
general.
sorry.
So he's going 3s. And then going to be for 2.
2. Minus something.
Always the Trugg boss. Yep, for 2 at round 2.
2 and 2. So 5s. Stop
Stops
1.
So it is just D6 for 5 damage.
And then I just have my Sequitur.
Alright.
Or sorry, Evocator. 3s and 3s.
Gets 3 hits, nice. 3 wounds.
-1.
So staying at 4s. Takes another 2, so he's
1
got
damage.
7 damage on him.
And then hurt. Mortal wounds. So take 1 mortal.
Okay. So 8 damage on him total.
Okay.
So got 2 left for him. Perfect. And then other Trugg boss is going to have to just swing into because he's still alive. So same thing, big club. 4 hits. 1 wound at round 2.
Yep.
And stops it.
Okay. Sorry, that was into...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does stop it.
Yeah, 3 up there, so it's fine. Okay, and then so that's it for... Oh.
So morale for them.
Yep.
So if they're...
I still have to see if I could
eat
just
him.
crushing grip. Nope, they would have...
He does run, I'm pretty sure, though.
You only lost 2, right? So you'd have to be bravery 6.
Oh, there might be 7.
Stormcast is usually pretty 7 or 8.
They are 7.
Yeah, so they're fine.
Evocators lost 2.
2.
So they're
They're
good.
good. Yeah, and then the rock cuts are both fine. But then to see if we can squish the evocator 3 up. Oh, we do not.
Okay.
And so no crushing grips there. But we did get our battle tactic because we only have 2 in our zone. And then we have 5 outside of the zone. And then we are still controlling 3 objectives. So we have our score 1, score 2, score more, and the battle tactic for another 5 points.
Awesome.
And then we can see, do the Fellwaters come back? No. They do not.
Woo.
And with that, we will go to Stormcast, turn 3, hero phase. Alright, so start of the hero phase, doing our regens again. Got a nice fat 6 on the general, and Trugg healing back, and most of them Dankhold's now back to full health. Only a couple wounds back on the regular Dankhold back there. And then also allocating for the ones after they fought. So with that, we're going to, Jesse, what is your battle tactic?
So we're going to be trying to kill him. So hammer, strike, assault. We've got to pick a hero with 10 or more wounds, with no wounds allocated, and try and kill him. So.
Alright, so trying to finish off the Trogg boss with the Nullstone. And again, we'll see if we get any, primal.
Nope. Yes.
1. Okay. And then using our Nullstone, we are going to try and dispel the jaws again. Thankfully we got it this time, so he can attempt to unbind still one more time thanks to the null.
Right, so I think we're just going to try and drop the meteor then.
Yep.
For some mega dam.
So 10.
10. I think
Use
we'll
the
throw a
primal.
primal just to see if we can get... Nope.
Goes to 11, so yeah, we'll just try it with, well, I guess maybe I could, you, only the one, oh, you do have another cast, possibly.
Yeah.
So 6, so we need a 6.
Nope.
Nope, so it goes off the meteor.
Bring down the meteor.
And we are out of unbinds.
We're just going to place it like right there. Basically
Just so, yeah.
hits everything. 'Cause it
Within
doesn't,
10, trying to hit everything.
doesn't hit
there.
me, so... this unit here
Okay,
takes D3
3.
for 1.
Okay, see if they don't stop that.
Your general
This
takes
takes
D3 for 2.
2. 4 on him. Yeah, you keep
Our
going.
kill target there takes
Takes
D3 for
Takes
2.
2.
And then
Oh, I guess, sorry, these guys have the magical
Oh, yes.
resistance. So again, I don't think it's in super insane one again, but on a 4+.
Ooh, so
See
we
if
should have
we can
remembered
grab
that at the beginning of the game
Yeah.
too.
They only took the
Yeah,
1 and
that's true.
healed it, but absolutely. So it works on the general, and on the target, it works
Awesome.
as well. So he took the 2.
And then into him
Yep, so see if he takes that as well.
for 6. For
He
4.
takes 4, and that will just kill him.
Yay!
Which frees up the ballistas. Huge. Now they can help with the target.
Yeah. Alright. So I think we can go to the movement off that. Not that I have much to do, but
The ballistas are free now.
I am going to try... Nope, yep, that's it.
Alright, so we'll go into Stormcast, turn 3, movement phase. Alright, so slightly moving over, everybody making sure they've got range or possibly charge in to bring down the target. But going to the shooting phase, just as going with the last lone castigator back here first. He's going to get 2 shots. He's getting
So 1 and 1 at
One.
-1. Or 2, sorry.
2 from the Ren, so gets
There you
through. Just a 1 damage again on him.
And then we're going to start doing some ballistas. So what's his save? 4 up right now?
3 up because he is under the light. Because the light is in this, your...
You know what? We're just going to go for all D6s.
Alright, doing the big shots into him.
Big
Argona, all out defense.
All hit. All wound.
Wound.
-3.
So with the +2, back to 5 ups. Stops 1.
Could do it.
11. So he's got 1 wound remaining.
Alright, so we got to fight him.
So he is just hanging on.
I don't have any other shooting, unfortunately, so just charging. So I think what we're going to do is just charge in with the evocator there.
Because hopefully, yeah, he can, even if he swings and
Do the
misses.
more wounds, just enough.
Just
Ooh,
enough
He doesn't want to, but
Perfect. How many wounds left on your...
I think he's got 2 left or 3.
Alright, just because with that we'll try and stomp him with the general.
Okay.
Because he is the monster. Which hits for just 1, of course.
So yeah, we'll go with the evocator first.
Got it.
And we will use all out attack, because why not?
Alright.
The hero we need, so 2s. She has the sergeant, she gets the extra. Only 1. Round 1.
So back to 4s.
2 damage.
That'll finish him.
Alright, so we get our battle tactic at least.
Absolutely.
But then I think our Lord Arcanum is about to bite the dust.
Yeah, so going with general on 3s. And 3 wounds at round 2.
Stops 1.
So that is 7 damage.
Yeah.
We'll finish him off. And then the...
Oh, but he does explode.
Yes.
We'll go into your general.
For
1.
1 mortal wound, which goes off, and then he gets to trigger his heal for fighting, and gets that wound right back.
And then I'll just go with my Cascadator over there.
Yep, into the dank hold.
1 hit.
Once.
1
Wounds.
wound, -1. Or no wound, sorry.
Gets through. Okay, so it's got 2 damage on him.
And then he gets clobbered.
Hopefully. 2 hits. And can we get a wound? 2 wounds at Ren 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage. 10 damage. And no mortals on his way out. And then triggering his heal, he gets the 1 wound back.
Okay.
Alright, and so that's going to be it for Stormcast turn 3.
Get our battle tactic, but unfortunately no primary.
Yes, because you now relinquish because don't have anybody in range of the far objective because Trugg is now holding that, so just the 2 points for battle tactic. So that's going to be it for round 3 as we go to the ever important priority.
Two. So you and ties.
And we'll get into Gloomspite, turn 4, hero phase. Alright guys, and with that, with Gloomspite keeping the priority, we've decided to call the match here just because Jesse's still a little pinned in with in his corner in his deployment zone with only 2 turns remaining. He's not going to be able to move far enough out and get back enough primary points. Might be able to still, and again, even battle tactics are going to be hard for him at this point because he's lost out on a lot of options. Especially some of the easier ones that he might get with like getting intimidate. He's not going to get surround. He's not eligible for lead anymore. So, and then even the casting ones he's already used. So a lot of the generic ones are harder for him to get right now. And then Trugg, the Trogg boss, and then the unit of Rocket being able to get at the ballistas again without Jesse getting that double turn and getting to double shoot. If he won the priority, it might have been. Definitely would have played it out because he would have the chance to kind of shoot out, but even then we think with score the way it is would probably end up losing to points in the end, even if we weren't able to finish off the ballistas and they finished us off in his zone with what we have, and then still 2 more turns for units to come back and sit on objectives. Confident getting at least 5 points this turn and probably getting 5 points in the 5th turn for Gloomspite, so it would definitely be ahead on objective score. And again, just needing to take out his general to get us our grand strat as well, which was definitely would be feasible in this turn, being able to charge in and possibly swing over one of the units and get him out of the game there. But hope you guys really enjoyed the game here. It was a really close one there at the start. Lots of combat, lots of big damage, some huge saves from ballistas, just dodging the big dank hold attacks and some fellwater attacks a couple of times was really awesome. But again, just seeing, I think really powerfully, we were counting is regenerated over about 30 wounds easily, just with the damage a little bit everywhere and getting some nice regen rolls, and the regeneration on the Troggoths is just really, really awesome. So if you guys are ever facing them, just make sure you're trying to focus them and not try and do that trickle damage everywhere, because those big regen rolls can sometimes just make it come back really quickly, especially if they get into combat and can get those 2 heals in 1 turn. Can be really, really amazing for that regeneration. But awesome send-off, I think, for our forces of Azyr here, who are no longer going to be in that next edition of AOS. I think they get a little bit of time in the next edition for a short while before they are removed. But still excited to see the new units coming and the new box set and everything, and hope you guys are following along with the rules teases. Lots of some cool and exciting things. Some things might be a little scary, but I think we all just have to wait until we get a chance to actually try it out and take the good with the bad and see how it all plays out. But hope you guys really enjoyed this battle report. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe so you guys can stay up to date on all things Gaming Grots. And until next time,
have a good one.